Hey friends, I'm Alanah, and today I wanted to talk about the seemingly never-ending debate surrounding video games and adult themes. A demo for Detroit Become Human just went up on PSN, and there are arguments about the ethics of having a player be able to influence what happens to a helpless child. This is the same game that has a segment where players have to save another child from domestic violence too. And while those are heavy themes, just because it's a game doesn't mean the same things that movies and books have always tackled should be off limits, right? It might even mean the opposite.
Why aren't you sending a real person? Show us that thing here!
Covering mature themes in video games is hard. It's hard to do it right without gamifying what might be a horrific event just to make it more entertaining, and it's easy to screw it up and misrepresent an issue. It's even hard because the world outside of the video game bubble can be so hostile in response to it. In fact, the National Association for Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect in Australia actually called for a harsh rating for Detroit Become Human, saying, "Violence against women and children is not entertainment." But the thing that stands out to me here is the misuse of the word entertainment. Yes, games are an entertainment medium, but so are movies. While I totally recognize that games do have the standard that they should be enjoyable to control and to play, that doesn't mean they can't tackle subject matter that doesn't feel good to experience at the same time, just like films can. The misconception that games are 100%, even through the narrative about having light-hearted fun, limits the actual psychological and mental health advantages that exist when interactive mediums do explore mature themes. I spoke to Jennifer Hazel, the founder of Checkpoint.org, which is a non-profit that deals with the relationship between mental health and video games. She mentioned that because games have the unique ability to provide an experience rather than just a story, they can actually approach complex moral issues in a more impactful way than films can. Games have the potential to communicate the more subtle complexities behind things like abuse in a way that encourages audience to be self-reflective, as well as far more empathetic because they're in the shoes of the characters they're playing as, rather than just watching them. When handled correctly, Jennifer said, games exploring adult themes, particularly stigmatized ones, can improve public understanding, can promote help-seeking behavior, and can actually even improve self-esteem. She even brought up the idea that giving people who are perpetrators, who may not even realize what they're doing is abusive, a place to identify with a playable character can give them a means to reflect on their own actions in a way films, which are obviously a more passive experience, might not be able to. Things that aren't interactive are just a lot easier to even unintentionally detach from. Jennifer said, "There's a significant amount more going on neurologically when you play a game, and those with immersive characters, stories, and environments are particularly powerful." So if we've established that there are mental health benefits to exploring these themes in games, both for the public to understand them and for perpetrators to relate to them and reflect, the last thing that I think is worth mentioning is just that a game like Detroit isn't being made for children. It's a game that's aiming to tell a serious story for mature audiences who want to be challenged by confronting realities, and if all goes well, it could end up contributing to a long list of games that further establish the medium's potential to have serious, interactive storytelling experiences rather than just things that have to be fun. But I would love to hear what you guys think. For more videos like this one, check out our video on how publishers don't realize microtransactions are hurting them too. I'm Alanah, and I'll see you guys next time.